that is really being talked about in the business. 23 fights, 23 wins, all of them by knockout, and 19 of them inside 3 rounds. He could be a puncher in the mould of a Julian Jackson, who was one of the most chilling punchers of recent years. And some people say that he reminds them of a young Roberto Duran, but is he really that good?
Well, that's very high praise indeed, but he's done nothing wrong so far. 23 wins in 23 fights. You know, he's only 24 years of age, and he's an exceptional talent. Big puncher. You know, he's almost knocked everybody out. There's a lot of 19 inside 3 rounds and 23 KO wins. I mean, this guy has got some firepower, so it's going to be a tough one for Jones.
Acelino Freitas, 24 years of age. If he has got a chink in his armour, though, it might be weight problems. This is what the tail of the tape says. Jones a year older at 25. They're both 5 feet 7. Freitas struggled to make that 9 stone 4 pounds, and I don't think he ever did get inside the limit. I saw the scales. He was 2 ounces over. Make no mistake about it, but got away with that. Reach advantage for Freitas. Jones made his debut 3 years before the champion, who's had 4 more fights, but Jones has boxed a lot more rounds, has to go the distance every time. He admits himself he's no kind of puncher. Freitas, as you heard, really is. Look at that, 100% knockout percentage. Jones, 5%. 12 rounds scheduled. Well, Barry Jones has completed the 12 rounds on 3 occasions. Freitas has never done that, but that is because he's never had to.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is sanctioned and conducted under the rules of the World Boxing Organization. President Francesco Valcasel, whose appointed official and ringside as supervisor is Lord Brooks of Tremorfa. The British Boxing Board of Control steward, Mr. Dennis Lockton, and the timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Barry Pinder of Sheffield. The judges at ringside, Mr. Luca Montella of Italy, Mr. Manuel Oliver of Spain, and Mr. Paul Thomas of Derby. And the referee in charge of this, his 25th World Title contest from New York, Mr. Samuel Vermouth. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, live and exclusive on Sky Sports from the Dome in Doncaster, it's big fight time. And Frank Warren, in association with John Ruskin, proudly presents World Championship Boxing and a contest of 12 3-minute rounds to decide the WBO Super Featherweight Championship of the world. And introducing the boxers, and firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue shorts, trimmed with yellow and white. He comes from Cardiff in Wales, and at the official weigh-in, weighed 9 stone, 2.5 pounds. He holds a 19-fight professional record, 18 wins, 1 win by knockout, and 1 draw. He's the former undefeated WBO Super Featherweight Champion of the world, and the WBO ranked #1 challenger for the title. Please welcome to Doncaster, the pride of Wales, Barry Jones. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner, wearing the white trunks and trimmed with yellow, coming from Brazil. He weighed in at 9 stone, 4 pound, the championship limit. He holds a 23-fight professional record, a perfect record, 23 wins, all 23 wins by way of knockout. He's the current WBO Super Featherweight Champion of the world from Brazil, Acelino Freitas. The referee, Mr. Samuel Wolf, will now give his instructions to both boxers.
So what a test, what a mountainous test for Barry Jones from the tough Ely area of Cardiff, the same area that produced Steve Robinson, the former world featherweight champion. He'll have to have a clear strategy not to stay in front of this fella. Freitas, 40,000 people watched his first defence in Brazil. He's as big a star there as all of the famous footballers, with the exception of Ronaldo. A huge name. There are 30 journalists and radio and TV people who've travelled over to watch this. It's going live to Brazil as well tonight, this fight. But how long is it going to last? Due to go 12. Barry Jones of Wales in the blue trunks trying to regain his WBO super featherweight title in the 9 stone 4 pounds division. A key moment's going to be the first time that Freitas detonates one of his big shots. Amazing. And his gum shield's come out too. His gum shield has come out, and I think he spat that out to get more time.
Well, I think he did. I'm sure he did. He'll need all the time he can get. He was caught there. He just rushed in a little short hook from the non-puncher Barry Jones, and Freitas is on the floor.
Well, that is absolutely incredible. Just left himself open, and that will be a massive confidence boost for Barry Jones. It may, of course, have the effect of concentrating the mind of Freitas.
But you've got to wonder about his physical condition. If somebody who's not used to hurting anybody can all of a sudden put Freitas on the floor. Is he so weight trained? Punches like that will hurt him.
You have to ask that question. He was stripped naked on the scales last night, Freitas, and even people in the camp were a bit worried about whether he might be weight trained. He used to be a lightweight, which is the division ahead of this at 9 stone 9. Little blotch already on the cheek, though, of Jones, the left cheek. Oh, big looking left hook from Freitas there. Jones took it. Jones, who's done no sparring in preparation for this fight. Oh, and he's caught that time by the right hand. They're both down now in the opening round. Down for the first time in his career. Feels the power of the Brazilian and blinks. Is he okay? Can Freitas take him out in this first round? There's still a minute left of it. That's the bad news for Jones. Freitas is lining him up for these heavy shots. Huge left hook to the body, driving the right hand through as well. And it's a real crisis for Jones. That's another body shot, doubles him up and puts him down. He's badly hurt. 7. He bravely gets up with the count at 9. And there is, 35 seconds of the round left. Freitas wants to take this man out who put him down in the opening seconds. These are huge punches. There's no 3 knockdown rule here. So Jones could afford to go down again without it constituting an automatic end of the fight. What an opening round. Can Jones possibly get through this? He badly needs to hold on, do anything. He's cut as well on the cheeks, and the bell goes, but I don't know how Barry Jones did get through it, because Freitas, after that early scare, looked absolutely frightening.
Yes, he did. He just rushes in, little short, choppy left hook, leaves himself open and finds himself surprisingly on the floor. And that was a massive shock to see Freitas on the floor and hurt by Barry Jones. It was a terrific start, but then Freitas lands with a big right hand there, and he's badly hurt by that punch. Long right hand, right on the chin. The legs betray him, and he looks dazed at that point. Putting on the pressure again. Freitas, he was just sure he wanted to get him out of there in this first round. You obviously upset at being put on the floor. He was trying to finish it here and now. and big punches from Freitas.
And remember, Barry Jones had never been down in his life before. He has now twice in one round against this huge hitter from Brazil, from the poor city of Salvador, where people live 10 to a room. Freitas, the Brazilian, probably the best Brazilian boxer since the great Ide Joffre, the bantamweight and featherweight champion of the 60s and 70s, who only lost twice in 78 fights, both times to Fighting Harada. Oh, he's caught again, Jones. These punches are rocking him to the soles of his boxing boots.
But Jones is under pressure. He needs to get his punches going himself. He needs to get that jab working, trying to keep